Yo, have you noticed these kids shows are not for kids anymore? These shows on Disney, on Nickelodeon, on Cartoon Network, they're not built the same. Like how they now, granted, when I was a kid and I would watch, I was a Nickelodeon kid. I don't know if you were team, Nickelodeon or Disney or Cartoon Network or whatever, but I was rocking with Nickelodeon as a kid. Now, obviously, I was a kid, so I didn't know all of the things that they were slipping in the shows and all the little like innuendos that they were throwing in there and stuff like that because I was a kid. But it seems like now more than ever, kid shows are just not kid shows anymore. They're really out here doing the most. And I saw these two videos on TikTok that I want to show you. And I also was watching the playoffs, the NBA playoffs. And I kept seeing this same commercial. And I've been seeing this same commercial for like a week now. Every time I sit down and watch TV with my kids, I see the same commercial and I have to tell them to literally cover their eyes. And I'm just thinking, how come y'all got to keep running this commercial during a sports program? This is supposed to be like a family program, but y'all keep running this commercial. So I want to show you what I'm talking about as well, because I think that's another way how they just kind of slip this stuff in. And they show you these commercials and these previews for these R-rated movies while you're watching sports with your family. It's ridiculous. So first things first, let me show you this one right here. This is from TikTok. It says, when you walk in to see your 2-year-old being indoctrinated by Disney's alphabet agenda. So let's get into it.
When you walk in to see your 2-year-old being indoctrinated by Disney's agenda.
Those aren't eggs. They're rocks. Oh, so that's why they want to be around other dinosaur nests. These dino daddies want eggs of their own. They want a family.
Aw, they'd be great dads.
There must be something we can do to help them. There is. There are lots of eggs that need loving parents to raise them. And we have a T-Rex egg back in the hatchery that needs a home.
We can give the egg to them. This'll be easy peasy dino squeeze.
When you walk
So I don't even know why that even makes sense to show to children. Unless you had a deeper agenda that you wanted to push on these children, which is obviously what it appears to be. And I was having a conversation and I was telling one of my friends who doesn't have kids yet, but, they're going to be starting a family, within the next couple of years or so. And I was telling them, with all the crazy stuff that's going on right now, we can't shield our children from everything. It would be impossible. But I think one of the greatest things that we could do for our children, one of the greatest things we could do for them is helping them develop discernment so that they can discern what is true and what is fake, what is real and what is built on a foundation of lies. When you look at TV, it's all over TV. When you look in the schooling system, it's all in schools as well. No matter if you go to a public school or a private school, it's everywhere. So one of the greatest things that we can do for our children is helping them develop that discerning ear, that discerning eye. So when they see stuff like this, they can identify what's going on because we can't shield them from everything. But I also want to show you this one right here. I haven't actually watched this one yet. But this is from TikTok as well, from somebody called Jordan Wilson. It says, this is a kid show, in quotations.
I want to do it as myself. After all, you always say to lead with your heart, right? Well, my heart says that the way I feel most myself go by the name Fred. That's because I'm non-binary, and Fred's the name that fits me best. And I also use they and them, because calling me a she or a he doesn't feel right to me. Oh, I didn't know that. No wonder you've been struggling. How could you lead the herd without being yourself? Oh, I'm sorry I used the wrong...
I haven't actually seen that. They trying to tell me they got non-binary cows. I think there's a ploy. There's a plot to ruin the minds of children. To ruin the minds of children. If you can ruin the minds of children, if you can get to them while they're young, if you can influence them and plant these seeds while they're young and get them to stray away from God early, then the enemy has a better chance of corrupting them later down the line. And that's why you got to be mindful of what you have on for your children, because I would never expect in 1,000 years a show with some cute little cows, you know, frolicking, is that a word? Frolicking. Wow. Speech impediment, crazy. Is it frolicking or frolicking? You know what I'm trying to say. Roaming around a field, some cute little cows having fun. I would never expect that a conversation about a cow being non-binary and using they, them pronouns would ever be in the realm of possibilities for a children's show. This type of stuff should have a rating of at least R. Because the confusion, the seeds of confusion that you're planting in the minds of children is crazy. Now, y'all remember I was saying I'm sitting and I'm watching the basketball game. You know, there's been basketball games playing all week. They had the play-in game, they had the playoffs, but also I'm just watching TV, just, you know, chilling with my kids. And I'm watching family-friendly programming. I'm not watching anything like crazy. Not that I watch anything crazy to begin with, but just so y'all understand, right? I'm watching stuff that should seemingly be safe for the whole family. But the problem is when they cut to commercials, that gives them another opportunity to plant these seeds. And another thing that I kept seeing consistently, and maybe you've been seeing this as well. Let me blow it up full screen. Have y'all been seeing this preview for this Evil Dead Rise movie where it's like they have this zombie seemingly raised from the water and is floating on top of the water, or I don't know if they're going to try to act like the zombie is walking on water or something, but they have this demonic dark commercial, which is, I'm a grown man. I'm literally sitting here kind of afraid watching this commercial. I'm looking at my kids like, y'all need to close your ears, close your eyes. Matter of fact, walk out the room, because I couldn't find the remote and it just kept playing. But why do they put us in that situation as parents when I'm watching a basketball game? Why are you running rated R previews for rated R demonic movies as I'm sitting here just trying to watch a basketball game with my children? It's just, look, like I said, we can't shield our children from everything. But what we can do is we can encourage a relationship with God, between God and our children early. We can show them. One of my friends said something yesterday. He said that, you know, he wants to show his kids that it's cool to be a Christian. We can show our kids that it's cool to be a Christian. We can encourage it. We can show them the love of Jesus. We can help them experience Jesus on their own. And we can help them develop discernment. So when they see things like this, right? Or when they see things like this, or when they see things like this, we can hopefully lessen the confusion and give them an anchoring point, which is Jesus Christ. Because this world is just moving rapidly further and further away from God. And we need to establish a firm foundation for our children that they can rely on so they don't get swept away with all this confusion. I mean, y'all, they got the cows talking about their non-binary, using they, them. They got they, them cows in these kid shows. It's absolutely ridiculous. But you know, if the roles were reversed and these cows were reciting scripture from the Bible, it would be a problem. I don't know. I find that funny. But hey, let me know what you think. Get in my comments, like this video, subscribe if you have not. I'm out.